Alright guys, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to try to get this head installed, and it's kind of wiped over the surface looking at it. It looks like it's been machined. So there's something right here that's kind of rough looking. I don't know. Where would that be? That would be I guess it would be that. A little bit rough looking on this one. And I guess that's like a drain back. It's kind of weird, ain't it? This one's a lot better machined. But anyway, see, the valves have been sticking out, but they're not real bad rusty. So that's a good thing. There's just a little bit of grease or oil or something on it, but it wiped off pretty good. I'm gonna get some paint thinner and wipe these surfaces down real good before I put it on. But before I do that, I've got to swap over a lot of stuff here on the front, like all that. So let's flip her over and see what she looks like on the other side. And so you can see on the other side, she's still a little bit dirty, grimy. Most looks like they put oiled it down good. I can tell you that this cam is used, as you can see the grooves in it. Can't really feel it though. So it's definitely a used cam. It's typical with these, when they rework the head, they won't replace the cam. And as far as I know, there's no adjustment to these rocker arms. Once you bolt them down, they're where they're at. So, alright, so first thing I got to do is I've got to find that seal that goes right there and put in this cam area right here. Looks like there's no seal there. No, okay, that's a reman head, Pioneer. Void if removed. Glued in. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to set this head on. I got the block fairly well cleaned up. This gasket, I ain't real sure about how good quality gasket this is. A lot of graphite in it. The only thing I've been having issues with is trying to figure out cam. Because I had to take the cam pulley, and there's like 4 different ways that cam can go on this thing, the cam pulley. So I've been trying to figure out if I got the cam on right, and I think I do, but I ain't gonna swear to it. I don't think there's no alignment dials on this thing. It makes it a little bit more difficult to get your stuff lined up. I gotta get some bolts. Get my belt caught to here. See my damn gasket. Guess I got it. Now, just a matter of putting all the head bolts in, getting them torqued down. You guys, on the final tightening sequence, I tightened them all to 20, then 40, now 60 foot-pounds. And there she go. Alright, so now we'll get our timing timing belt back on. And I forgot to put the fuel pump on before I set it in here, but that'll be alright, we'll get it on. Just start putting stuff back on it. Alright guys, here's what I got done so far. I got the fuel pump on, that wasn't no issue. I got the timing belt on. This little adjuster pulley here has got a little notch. This plate on the back fits in, and it's got a spring that goes across and ties up to here. And then once you get it tensioned, you can just tighten up this bolt and torque it down to like 35 foot-pounds. And yeah, I believe that's going to be right. So now I'm hoping I got this cam right. I'm pretty sure I do. It's on number 1. It should be pretty close to number 1 down there. Both valves are closed. So we'll stick the distributor in, get it timed up. Well, first I'm going to put this bottom cover back on so I make sure I line this mark up to top dead center. And then we'll put the distributor in and get it timed up. Alright guys, getting ready to put the distributor in. I was reading the instructions. I don't know if you can tell. There's a dimple right here that lines up with this mark on this distributor. And that's how you put it in. That should be number 1. Get you pretty close to it. Take this bolt out. If you have to do some adjusting, you got plenty of room for adjustments. So we'll just leave the adjustments about centered. Now that's if you got it on number 1, top dead center on compression stroke. That should be about where it should be. But that puts the distributor way over here, the rotor button. So I got to get a, I need to change my rotor button. I'm hoping that new cap's got new screws, because these screws are wore out. So when this goes on, I'll put this one be number 1. See if I got a new cap. The new cap's got new screws on. If you can believe it, this little rotor button costs more than this damn distributor cap. Can you believe that? It's crazy. The rotor button just slide off. Slide on. It's got a little, I guess it's a three position thing you can put it in. And the new distributor cap comes with new screws, thank gosh. And that's some kind of vent right here, pressure vent. So if that's on there like that, and this bottom one right here is number 1. Alright, so the distributor cap is in. I don't know if I'm going to have time today to get everything hooked up. The exhaust being headers, I'm going to have to do some creative stuff on the gaskets, keep them from leaking. I'm going to take the stock gaskets and smear some ultra copper RTV on them, put them together and let them sit overnight. So I'm going to definitely get them done before I leave this afternoon. Alright guys, it's day 2 of assembly here, and yesterday I was able to get this exhaust on. This exhaust manifold gasket is just a thin piece of metal, and these headers they don't fit real good, so I had to take a lot of ultra copper and go around that manifold gasket pretty well on both sides. And this ultra copper is good for exhaust. You know, this is high temp RTV, and I don't really say how many degrees it will stand, but it's a lot higher temperature than the red high temp RTV. This is good. This is real good RTV, but it won't handle exhaust temperatures like that ultra copper will. So I'm pretty sure I had some exhaust leaks on here, and so anyway, got the timing cover on, timing belt. I just put the valve covers back on, and now I'm ready to put the intake manifold on. Alright guys, I've been pretty busy. Got this stuff hooked up, I hope right. We're going to get in here, and I'm hoping this battery's still got enough juice to crank this thing. And we'll see if we can set the timing on it. Alright guys, I got the radiator all back on, got it filled up, and I adjusted this back to center. So we'll see how this works, and hopefully I can see that timing mark down there. Move it back a little bit. If I had my choke cable, it would help. I had the choke hooked up, keep it running. I'm gonna retard it just a little bit. I may be going the wrong way. Let's try that. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Alright. advance it. I wonder. It ain't hitting a damn lick on number 3. Or 4. You ain't hitting a lick on them two. Them two right there are warm. Alright. Ain't hitting on 3 or 4. Well, I gotta do a little investigating. I just wonder if them damn rocker arms are tightened down enough. It's crazy. Now I gotta take that back off. Take this valve cover back off. Check them rockers. Now guys, this is what it did. I took the valve cover off and double checked all the torques on the rockers and they were fine. I put a wrench on the pulley, on the crank pulley, and turned it over. The number 4 cylinder intake was opening. I kept turning till it closed, and then I pulled the distributor cap off, and it was right before the number 4 spark plug. So it's fixing to fall on number 4. So I know the timing's right on it. So if this don't work, I did advance this a good bit. Then I've got other issues. I got either compression issues, or I got some issues going on inside the distributor that ain't firing right. So if it don't work, then it's gonna be something other than either the head was bad or I got something wrong somewhere else. It's not a timing issue. Close to the problem. Right there is 10 degrees, 4 top dead center. So, we've got some big issues. Number 3 is warm, and number 4 is cold. 1 and 2 is hitting like it should be. So, I believe, guys, this is my feeling on it. And when that head gasket blows between those 2 cylinders, it must have warped the block or created a small enough crevice in that block that something moving in between those cylinders is not giving enough compression to fire or bust or something. Number 3 was hit number 4 was hit a few times. Well, number 3 is warm, but ain't neither one of them as hot as 1 and 2. So now it's 2-3 days of work for nothing. That's my gut feeling though. Fire truck is that's my gut feeling, guys, is there's something internal. As I put new wires, new plugs, it's got to be internal. It's got to be something wrong with the block or something wrong with the pistons or something. I need to I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my pressure tester and we're gonna check compression on 3 and 4. But that'll be another video, so stay tuned for more on this piece of junk. Thanks for watching.